Thank you, Dr. Davis. Prior to meeting this year's class of 2020, I'd like to thank them for their efforts and accomplishments this past year and for the past 4 years while they were here on campus at Colorado Academy. Their drive and determination and perseverance was on display when they were on the fields and courts for Colorado Academy.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
This year's members of the class of 2020 who are bound for collegiate play are fantastic examples of Colorado Academy. First up, Kenzie Abbott. Kenzie will head to Chapman University to be part of the diving program there under head coach Dennis Fossel. Kenzie has been at CA since second grade. Kenzie was a strong presence for CA's swim and dive coach Becky Mutz and Lisa Melby, and a 4-year star for the Mustangs. Kenzie received League Diver of the Year recognition and also established herself as the top diver in CA's history and now holds the school's 11-dive record. Kenzie was named the 2020 Team MVP and also the 2020 Tri-Peaks Diver of the Year. Christian Agelopoulos is up next. Christian has been at Colorado Academy since 6th grade. He is headed to Denison University in Granville, Ohio to play golf under the tutelage of head coach Lauren Grogan. This past fall, the Big Red had one of its most successful fall seasons in the history of the school. The men finished just outside the top 25 in the country. Christian Agelopoulos was named 2019 Team MVP. He garnered first-team All-League honors all 3 years he was on varsity, and he was a state participant for 4 years in high school. He was also named this past fall All-State Honorable Mention. Francis Akomeah is up next. He will play Division I soccer for the Princeton Tigers under head coach Jesse Marsh. Francis has been at CA since 6th grade and played soccer for CA his freshman year, and then went on to play soccer as defender for Real Colorado Club Soccer. Our next senior, Charlie Baker, who has been at CA since 9th grade, has committed to swim for Colorado College right down the road in Colorado Springs. The CC Tigers and head coach Ann Goodman-James will welcome Baker onto their squad. Charlie swam for the DU Hilltoppers during his high school career and also for Mullen High School. He was named for a all-school second team as a junior in his event, the 400 free relay. Caroline Briggs is our next senior, who is headed to Rhodes College in Memphis, Tennessee, where she will play field hockey for the Rhodes Lynx under head coach Alexis Cavanaugh. In addition to being part of CA's field hockey and the team state championship earlier this year, Caroline was a girls' varsity swimmer. In field hockey, she received all-conference honorable mention honors this past fall. Paul Chandler is headed to the College of Worcester in Worcester, Ohio to play lacrosse. Paul has been at CA since 9th grade. A starter in the goal for the CA Mustangs since the day he stepped on campus, Paul led the way with a gritty attitude and perseverance necessary for the success in the goal. Paul was one of the strongest goalies in the state of Colorado and was the backbone of an extremely talented defensive unit. Paul was a tremendous leader for his teammates who also played golf and ice hockey for the Mustangs. Last spring, Paul was an All-State Honorable Mention recipient and was also first team All-Conference. Last winter, he was captain for the Mustangs ice hockey team. Soccer goalkeeper Juliet Cramer will head to Macalester College, home of the Scots, in St. Paul, Minnesota. Juliet played soccer and basketball for CA and also played soccer for the Colorado Rush. Next year, Juliet will play for head coach Crystal Seidel in Minnesota. In last year's championship win, a 3-0 shutout against Jefferson Academy, it was Juliet who clinched the shutout in the net for the Mustangs. Last spring, Juliet received the Team Fighting Hard Award. Jake Donaldson-Reid will play lacrosse at Kenyon College next year for head coach Doug Mazzarti. Jake has been at CA since 9th grade. We were lucky to have Jake come to CA as a freshman, as he has anchored a formidable defense for the lacrosse program all 4 years. Jake was a captain of this past year's team and could be dominant in his play. Jake was often called upon to cover the opponent's top offensive player. Jake was named first team All-Conference last spring. Jonathan Fossel is our next senior, and Jonathan will run cross country for Connecticut College next fall. Jonathan has been at CA since 9th grade. He will run for head coach Luke Mayer and the Camels. Jonathan was a major contributor this past fall for this year's team that made a strong showing at regional and state meets. Jonathan, one of the most focused and experienced runners on the team, could be counted on to lead the way in both practices and competition. Jonathan was named All-Conference Honorable Mention in 2018 and 2019, and in 2019 he was also the team's captain. Grace Fuselier will play field hockey next fall for Swarthmore and head coach Hannah Harris. Grace has been at CA since 9th grade and came to us from Stanley British Primary School and made her mark on the field hockey and soccer fields. Grace focused solely on field hockey her last 2 years and was a captain of this past year's state championship team. Grace is a force on the defensive line and exhibits an extremely strong work ethic for the Mustangs. Grace is also a member of the C Club and was named second team All-Conference in 2018 and 19 and was this past fall's team MVP. Jack Garnsey will play golf for Whitman College this fall under head coach Skip Molitor. Jack has been at CA since 9th grade. Unassuming and always kind, Jack is a fierce competitor under that exterior. Jack has developed his golf game and was a leader this past fall for the CA team as they made a run to the state championship. Jack can be counted on for his leadership and positive energy. In 2018 and 2019, Jack was named second team All-League, and this past fall was named the team MVP while also garnering second team All-State. Cisco Gonzales, jersey number 1, is headed to the Midwest to play lacrosse at Beloit College in Beloit, Wisconsin. Cisco has been at CA since 9th grade. In addition to playing his sport, Cisco has been a volunteer for Denver City Lax, a non-profit organization to help provide access to at-risk youth in the sport of lacrosse. Ella Greene celebrated earlier in the year as one of 2 Division I college-bound athletes. Ella will play lacrosse at the University of California, Berkeley for the Golden Bears. Ella transferred to CA her sophomore year and has played both lacrosse and volleyball for the Mustangs. Ella was part of CA's 2018 and 2019 state championship girls lacrosse teams and scored 3 incredible goals in the 2018 championship game. At Berkeley, she will play attack and midfield. At Cal, she'll play for head coach Brooke Eubanks. Ella was also a member of the C Club. Liam Hall is our next senior. He will attend Phillips Andover Academy as a postgraduate student and further his academic studies while also playing soccer and lacrosse for the Big Blue. At CA since 4th grade, Liam will play lacrosse under head coach James Bowden and soccer for coach Edwin Escobar. Liam was the only 3-sport varsity male athlete this past year and captained the CA soccer team in the fall while earning League Player of the Year honors in soccer. Liam looks to compete collegiately after his time at Andover. In boys soccer, Liam was named the 2019 Team Attacking Player of the Year. He was also named First Team All-League in boys soccer, and also the CHASA and CHASCA First Team All-State, and was also the 2019 Metro League Senior of the Year. Walt Jones, after a gap year, will head to Colorado College to run cross-country for head coach Paul Cook. Walt came to CA in 9th grade. Walt was a captain this past fall for Coach Bennett and finished 3rd in the final league race and 23rd in the final state meet, while leading the team to a 6th place finish at the state meet. Walt was 2016 All-League Honorable Mention, 2017 and 2018 Second Team All-Conference, 2019 Team Captain, and 2019 Team MVP, and 2019 First Team All-Conference. Also celebrated last fall was Murid Jordan. Jordaan will play golf for the Santa Clara Broncos in the fall. She has been a key member of the CA girls golf team, which has won the 3A state championship for the past 4 years. She qualified for the National Junior PGA this past year, an amazing accomplishment. She has been at CA since kindergarten. In 2017, she was First Team All-League, and in 2017 and 2018, she was First Team All-State. In the fall, Nate Kay will be at Denison University. Having been at CA since 4th grade, Nate will head to Granville, Ohio, and play for head coach Mike Caravana. Kay was a standout for the Mustangs since he started for the lacrosse team in 9th grade. Kay was also a standout in soccer his freshman year. Nate competed for Steve Hyatt's basketball team the past 2 years, and his physical presence was key for that young team. Nate is a versatile lacrosse player who will look to play attack and midfield for the Big Red. Nate was a member of the C Club and also named Second Team All-Conference last spring in lacrosse. Ella Marks heads to Dickinson College in Carlisle, Pennsylvania to play both field hockey and lacrosse. Here at CA, Ella played lacrosse goalie and was named All-State First Team as a junior. Ella was recognized by the Denver Post as a standout player. Ella has been at CA since 6th grade. In field hockey in 2018, Ella was named Second Team All-Conference. In lacrosse in 2018, Ella was named First Team All-League and First Team All-State. Also last fall in field hockey, Ella was named Honorable Mention All-Conference. In 2019, Ella was named First Team All-State in lacrosse. Sammy Moore-Thomson is our next senior and is headed to the West Coast to play tennis for Pomona College in Claremont, California. Sammy will compete under the direction of head coach Mike Morgan for the Sage Hens at Pomona Pitzer. Sammy played tennis for CA her freshman year and won the Colorado First Singles State Championship that year. That same spring, she was named First Team All-League and First Team All-State, and also the 3A Player of the Year. Merrill Rollhaus is headed to Denison University in Granville, Ohio, with CA classmates Christian Agelopoulos and Nate Kay. Merrill will be playing lacrosse for the Big Red under head coach Amanda Daniels. Merrill was a 3-sport varsity athlete and also a 3-sport captain this past year for CA, competing in basketball and volleyball as well as lacrosse for the Mustangs. Merrill's easygoing attitude off the field belied her competitive drive come game time. Merrill could be counted on for big kills in volleyball, hustle plays in basketball, and timely critical goals in lacrosse. In volleyball in 2018 and 2019, Merrill was named First Team All-League. Please join me in celebrating all these fine CA athletes as we wish them the best in their future.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.